You're extremely well known for your online satirical personality, Louis, aka the European Kid, a caricature of a spoilt, ultra-wealthy European 20-something. Mm-hmm. How did the context of your early years shape your connection to this character to the point that you were able to resonate with audiences around the world, resulting in over 3.5 million followers across your various platforms and hundreds upon hundreds of millions of views on your skits?
Yeah, so I mean, I grew up in an environment surrounded by a lot of like wealthy kids, and like the character that I portrayed are definitely people that I've known growing up in my life. I mean, growing up in Belgium, I went to like a pretty private school, and yeah.
Did you find some of the experiences you had like ridiculous, or were you super well off yourself and it just came like, or were you kind of outside of that circle, but you saw a lot of it? Yeah,
I definitely, grew up like privileged with a great quality of life. But the circle that I had was like, it was a next level. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just witnessing. I guess I did grow up like feeling a bit outside of it, and for me that was like how I kind of paid more attention to it, maybe.
Yeah. What are some examples of some experiences you had growing up that made you think like, oh, this is kind of crazy?
I mean, I was like, I had like friends, like people, like one of my friends was part of the Qatari royal family. Yeah, his uncle was like the king of Qatar. I want to pronounce it correctly. Qatar. That was pretty sick. He lived like just like
in a palace.
He lived in a chateau, like literally a chateau. Oh. And just like had like driver always around him. Like it was a crazy like, it was just a crazy. And when you have like growing up in Brussels, like it's very diplomatic. So a lot of the kids that I was friends with also, they all have like diplomatic. So for instance, like we go to like, when I was like 14, I would go to like a nightclub, and like these kids would like spend lavishly, and we would like walk out of the nightclub, and it's like, we already felt like badass because we're like underage, and we would like, flip off the police and then like run into the diplomatic car and be like, you can't touch us. CD license plates, it was so funny.
That's crazy. What's that movie called with the kid who the like Russian Anora. Yeah, it's kind of like that with Anora.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit like that. You just kind of have a bunch of money and.
Okay, but no, like when you're like 14, you're not going to like. I
didn't know if you was 14.
Going to strip clubs and picking up like random. Like
marrying random hookers.
Marrying hookers and doing like doing drugs.
Come on, you're doing it wrong.
Like you're like 14, you're like getting in the club, like you already feel like a badass because you've gotten in with like a fake ID, and you're pouring a Dom P. Like that's like that's what you do. It's not like you got like cocaine and like crazy like drugs. Like no.
That happens at 21.
I guess, like later at 20s.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I mean, it sounds like you were exposed to this world, but you weren't quite in it as much. And I've heard that you weren't always like super confident and a big prankster.
Who'd you hear that from?
You mentioned being bullied as a kid.
Yeah,
I was true?
Bullied all the time.
So
for being fat.
Really?
Being short.
Really?
Yeah, it was really hard.
You were short and...
I was very short.
Wow.
Fat. I used to be like super fat.
And then what happened?
You didn't know this? I got really fat and I had an eating disorder. I'm kidding. Obviously,
there's
obviously
no
not.
way.
I was never not confident.
You're always confident?
I was always confident growing up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, never mind then.
So who the fuck did you hear that from?
You didn't develop this.
No, I would say like, honestly, growing up in that environment where it's like, I think, part of who I am and what motivates me, like, is that I grew up in this environment where, I was surrounded by these very wealthy individuals. And I'm like, I want, like, you build up, like, if I was part of those, if I had that also crazy, like, that crazy lifestyle, I think I would be more complacent. And I wouldn't actually aspire to get, but like for me, it was like, oh, this is like sick. Like, it motivates me a lot.
Yeah.
Like personally.
Yeah. Do you, from the experiences of the people you met that were super wealthy, do you feel that they just don't have any drive in their life? Like what are they like usually?
I mean, look, I think most people, yes. I think they don't have drive. Like growing
Irrespective of money or no money.
I think most but not to say like some of my like best friends who are very wealthy, like they have incredible drive.
Yeah.
And I'm like always blown away by like how real of people they are. And again, it just goes back to how you're raised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's honestly incredible. Like as friends, especially friends that I made in Boston.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah. And obviously like but I think most of the wealthy, like most of the wealthy kids, like, yeah, it's true. Like they don't really they don't have any aspirations. They don't have goals because they've been given everything and they've been told that it's always like, you're always allowed to fall and like get like, you're going to get caught. Like,
yeah.
And there's just like, why would you want to move to a new city and like try like working a 9 to 5? And it's like, yeah, but like at the same time, like, honestly, I was the other week, like I was with this great, I won't even like, I'll start saying like, I was with this girl who started like this really cool clothing fashion brand, a fashion tech brand that basically like tells you, like when you're buying something on like, for instance, sometimes on like Farfetch, I want to buy something like, for instance, I'm buying these Moncler shoes. It'll tell me instantly like where I can find cheaper options.
Yeah.
It's called FIA.
Yeah.
It's a really cool app.
Yeah.
And the founder of it, one of the founders is Phoebe Gates.
Okay. Oh wait, as in
the daughter of Bill Gates.
Yeah.
And I met her and honestly, like I was like, everyone have so many like ideas of what she would be like, but she was very confident. She was just very intelligent. Like I've met so many kids that just like act a certain way. And like, so I'm always like, I never assume that like every wealthy kid is like, some of them are raised very well. So I absolute respect, like for her, like I've never seen such a, like from her like case of her father being Bill Gates, she's very confident. Like, and I think that's admirable. Like, because not a lot of honestly, most rich kids are like, not confident. Yeah. Like they always, the reason why they show off is because my character is like, because they're not confident. And the way to like, to get that attention is by being like, hey, you know, I can do this. And my father is this person. Like, so.
Well, I wonder if she's hustling because Bill Gates is going to give away 99% of his net worth before he dies.
Is that true?
I think that's the whole thing. Yeah. Like the Bill and Melinda Foundation, their whole thing is like give away 99% of their net worth to charity. So she's probably got like 100 grand. Actually, I don't know what 1% of
that sucks.
$50 billion or whatever he's worth.
Like probably hundreds.
It's still hundreds of millions of dollars.
But regardless, like it goes to say like, yeah, I've met, and like not even her, but I've honestly met like people who are arguably even richer than Bill Gates. I think I've met like some Russian kids. Yeah. Or like probably honestly, like, cause you know, net worth of like people's net worth are just, it's all BS. Like,
yeah. Unless it's really liquid.
There is like, if I've met like people that are linked to like governments and like old like dictators of countries. Those people have like crazy wealth, like African money, like, and those people are just, they have no goals.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, what do you do after you've got everything? Also, by the way, it's 1.15 billion is 1%. So it's still plenty. Still plenty. Never mind. Never mind that idea. Yeah, it's interesting how the lack of confidence, even though people are like super wealthy. Where do you think that comes from?
Lack of confidence?
Yeah, like just a family dynamic, or like their parents have done so much that like they feel like they could never amount to the the level.
I mean, I don't know. Like I think it's not like you can analyze. Everyone's different. Like it's sometimes the person. But what I will say, like, again, growing up with my experience of going to this private school, yes, I built a lot of like, I think I built a lot of envy towards like the ultra rich.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's so cool. And that's why I kind of also started the character, maybe because I was like, I also wanted to make fun of it. But once I started making fun of it, I can tell you, I literally met like I've met so many ultra wealthy people, and I realized that they're literally just basic people. And like, I can tell you, like, growing up in it, everyone thinks it's like, I think that's, for me, that's what I realized I got out of doing it. Like, I did the character for it's just funny witnessing actually, like,
it's not that different.
It's really not.
Yeah.
It's really not.
So what do you think? I mean, a lot of the comedy is like the clash between Americans and like obscenely wealthy Europeans. Like that's the general American versus the wealthy European. And I see that a lot in New York. Like I'm from a pretty small city in Australia, like Australia. Yeah. I wasn't exposed to much wealth and
Australian
opulence.
rich kids.
Nah, not at all. So
Australian rich kids.
I don't know. Not to this level.
There's definitely some Australian rich kids out there.
I don't know any of them. Not running in those circles. But what makes a dynamic work well? Like, why is it so entertaining, do you think?
It's because it's like controversial, and at the same time, you know, it's like, so it just there's so much engagement.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, like this guy is being so pretentious. Like, how can he say that? And then you want to comment on it, and you're just driving more engagement. And then it's the same idea. It's the idea that he's European. There's like that whole, like, especially when I started it, I started posting when I was in Boston, and it really went viral in the US because it's like that whole European, there's like, it's that like exotic thing.
Yeah.
And then I think there's something that, like, you know, the irony of like my following that I grew is that it's like all rich kids. I go to Sao Paulo, I go to like, you know, I go to Dubai, I go to all these places, and it's rich kids coming out to me saying, I love the character. It's like, you want to hate my character, but at the same time, I feel like you also people build love towards it. Because as pretentious as it is, and like, it's almost like, it's just amusing. It's funny how it's so amusing to rich kids.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. I mean, I think it's so funny. I saw your video with at Casablanca and just like lost it. I genuinely, when I first looked at that.
That's the point. It's supposed to look real.
I thought it was real, but like you kind of.
Maybe it was real.
Hey, like given that.
We'll never know this day.
Given that I know Fabrizio and I know the venue, and I was like, it's highly unlikely, but you have to be hyper localized to know that might not be real. And even then I was sitting there thinking, I wonder. It's so good. It's so funny.
No, it leaves everyone in like on the tip of their seat. Like what?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, 100%. So, what do you think the difference between the two European and American cultures are when it comes to like money, business, and all those kind of combinations?
I don't know how to answer that, but I can tell you, I mean, I think Europeans have a lot more taste in class than Americans. And I think Americans are just some of them are just some of the honestly, like growing up in the environment and when I came to the US, like I'm shocked when I meet like a rich American kid, like how just like random it is. Like I'm just like you meet a wealthy European kid, you know, you can feel it. American kids, they're just like, you don't. I'm like, what? This kid is like, his dad's a billionaire. I'm like, this kid is like dressed. I don't know.
What do you think it is?
I just think Europeans are just so much more classy, and like it's part of our culture. Not to say that I always love it. Like I think if there's one thing I like about the US, that I can go to like a, you know, a high-end venue in a t-shirt and just simple jeans like this.
Yeah.
And not get scolded.
You got a good fit on.
Cheers. Yeah. But like in Europe, it's like, you cannot wear this.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to be like dressed in your little loafers and in a shirt, a linen shirt. So for me, I like that in New York City, like you have billionaires walking around in t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like who honestly, sometimes you wouldn't even look twice at them. So I do like that.
Is that the goal?
is that the goal?
To like, is that their goal? Do you think just like not trying to have anybody actually have any interest in them and being under the radar versus
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
I mean, there's so much history in Europe. Like America's a pretty
Yeah.
young country, so there's a lot of that history and culture takes a long time to build. There's some pretty old money around there. I feel like in America, like there's a lot of turnover of wealth as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's super interesting because I feel like the content you've done as well like touches on a lot of culture as well, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
What do you think the cultural sentiment around like wealth and privilege is at the moment that you've noticed from your comments and from how people interact with the work you've done?
I think a lot of like the most like right now, like we're in the era of like Succession and like the Wolf of Wall Street was a very big one, and those like kind of defined like what's it like getting rich, what's it like being wealthy. And I think the reason those people consume my content is because there's a fascination with like, okay, ultra wealthy, how do they act? And like, is your question more like, what do you think? Like, tell me, define your question a little more.
So the idea is that this work, what you've done has worked and your experience has really resonated with people because there's like a fair bit of truth to a lot of it. And if you've noticed by like checking comments or just like seeing what works and what doesn't work, whether there's I
don't check comments.
You don't check comments?
No,
it's too full-time job if you
so
did that.
I get really hurt sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's hurtful seeing the comments.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Are you joking? I feel like you're fucking with me.
You've
got a good deadpan.
If the comments got to me, then I would never do this.
Yeah.
I've gotten like so many people trashing on me.
What's the craziest comment you've gotten?
I get death threats sometimes. Messages.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Some like military people like, if I see you in the street, boy, I'm gonna kill you.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had people like follow me on the streets. It's
In
a
like
crazy world out there.
In like
you gotta
a
be careful.
bad way or like a...
No, like literally following me. I'm like looking back. I'm like, this guy was following me. And he's like with his phone next to me. I'm like, do you want a photo? Because you can come up to me and ask for the photo. Yeah.
Is it normally like a positive like fan thing or like it's...
Oh, it's like always positive. I've never had negative.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a negative interaction where someone says, they come up to me and say, I don't like your character. I don't like your videos. I've never had that.
Yeah.
But I've had thousands of comments like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people are kind of pussies in the real world.
Yeah. Everyone just wants to be behind their phone and like comment a bunch of shit.
Yeah. No, I've seen that. I ran a bunch of festivals in Australia, and one of my festivals I ran, we had some issues with just some operations, and I got so much heat on all the comments. Have you seen like events where they just start getting roasted by customers? So what I did was I personally messaged every single person that commented and was like, hey, here's my number, call me.
Shut up. How many messages are we talking about?
I got probably like 30. No, it wasn't a huge festival, but it was like big enough where people were like,
wow.
Yeah. And a few people told me to fuck off, but most of the people we spoke on the phone, and I ended up like, the conversation was completely different to...
Like, I just thought that I would have a refund on my ticket.
Yeah. It's like, no, I can't give you a refund, but I'll give you a free ticket to the next one.
I'll give you a free coffee.
Yeah, give you a free...
That will do, thank you.
Free flat white. So yeah, I mean, people, you stand in front of someone, even if you call someone, they're completely different.
People chat shit.
Yeah.
People chat shit who are insecure, like it's the best thing they can do.
Broke and insecure.
Broke and insecure.
That's a bad combo.
Yeah.
So how much is Louis an act versus parts of you?
Oh, it's definitely parts of me. I would say like it's 30% of who I really am.
Which 30%? Like the leg?
Like a lot of, yeah, like I do think like obviously that when I moved to the US to study, I moved to Boston, like I was like so European, and I was always like shocked by like American things that Americans did, and there was like such a big part of that comedy was like things that it's like some of it's actually what I think, but obviously exaggeration.
That's fun.
Yeah.
What were some big shocks that you had when you came to America? So how old were you when you came to America?
I was 18.
Okay.
I was studying. So honestly, just like food was a big shock. Eating at the canteen, I was like disgusted by the food there. I was like, wow, that's the reason why Americans are so fat.
Yeah.
It's because they eat shit food with very shitty ingredients. And then just like the way like people interacted with you. Like Europeans are very conservative, and like, you know, you walk into an elevator, you're not going to say hi to anyone. Like I grew up in Belgium, like it's like so like cold, not as cold as like Germans, but like, you know, like, so just like that whole like change and like that shift and like the way you can just go up to someone and be like, hey, how are you doing?
I've got a theory on the weather of a country and the coldness of the people. Do you think that?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So if you think about it, like the colder the weather in a lot of places, the colder the actual people are.
What about Canadians? They're so nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I just ruin your theory?
I think so. Yeah, it's pretty cold in Canada, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have really good summers still.
Yeah, but I definitely think like Scandinavians.
Like it's really cold.
Yeah.
And they're very closed, and like northern, you know, Eastern European, again, very cold.
That's true.
And then culturally cold. But then you go to like Spain and they're like, ah!
But Spain,
it's hot as fuck. It's hot as balls.
But it's not always hot.
Looking at like some of your content, you know, most people think it's real. Mm-hmm. Are they ever real? Or are
most people like, they thought it was real, but it's been like over 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
So I think people know that it's fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm almost, like, I think it hits new people sometimes, some of the videos, but you guys should know it's fake by now. And if you don't, then stop being so gullible. Stop believing everything you see on social media. But people know.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, come on, the same guy gets in a fight all the time.
Yeah. It's like wrestling.
Yeah. It's like wrestling. Yeah.
You're like a wrestler.
We know those guys are all paid. And like when he throws him on the ground, like he's not actually like injured in any way.
I've got this weird ass core memory of going to the wrestling with my dad when I was like, I must have been, I don't know, 14 or something, like really young. And I'm sitting behind these guys, and this guy's just like swearing. He's like, yeah, get him. Like really, somebody really like 30s, just getting into it. And this dad and son were next to me, and the dad was like, hey, can you just settle? You know this isn't real. And he turns around and is like, not real? Did you see those punches? And I remember, I was like this kid, and I looked at this guy and I was like,
are you fucking serious, mate? I fucking came here to see them get beaten and shit out.
It's like, did you hear that punch? Strange. Anyway, so some people...
I've never been to Australia.
Well, you got a reasonable accent.
Really?
No. It's dog shit.
If I went to Australia, I need to spend time with Australians.
Yeah.
And then I can adopt the accent.
Yeah. That was like kind of English.
That was like a South African accent.
Yeah, that was a little South African. It's close. It's close, but not quite.
No pata, no nothing, huh? As a kid, I used to always do accents.
Yeah.
I love accents. I think that's also why I just chose to do a random French character.
Yeah. Yeah, why French? It's very...
Because I grew up in Belgium, I speak French, and I was like, French are just obnoxious, you know?
Just generally the culture.
I did it just because I was mocking friends that I knew. Like it wasn't intentional. I was also doing it, I was also doing an Italian one. Yeah. Like at the same time I was doing an Italian character, and the French one was just getting so many more views.
Really?
So I stick to the French.
Yeah. Just quickly though, I love doing this podcast. If it's positively impacted you in some way and you would like to support us, please subscribe. By subscribing, it allows us to build a much bigger base of listeners, which results in better guests, better production, and a better show overall. Alternatively, please take a look at the affiliate links of the products that I use and love in the comments below, and consider purchasing using those links. They'll give you a discount, and they'll also provide the podcast a small kickback. These are two very easy ways for you to support us as we continue to grow the podcast that we absolutely love doing. Thank you for your support. And now back to the episode. Has there ever been any disasters during a prank? Like any something's gone like really, really pear-shaped?
I mean, I almost got punched. But that's just because people are not informed, like by a bouncer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, yo, it's a joke. Right before it happens.
You didn't get punched though? I
didn't get punched.
Okay, that's good. That's the worst that's happened?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get punched by a bouncer.
Yeah, some of them are big and scary.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, it's a prank.
Oh, that was the worst. I mean, that's not so bad.
No, it's
not bad. You've done all right. You've gotten out of it pretty well.
I think, okay, the only real skit that I've ever done is the one I was in India. Okay. I was in India a couple months ago. I was in Mumbai and I went outside of Ambani's house, the richest person in India. And I filmed a skit trying to get in. That was real. I put mics on and I'm sure that I'd posted that video when I left India because I know that was I was like, all right, I'm going to post this because I'm like, I know that I don't know about the legalities of filming content outside of the richest person in Asia.
That owns all of telecommunications.
So I was like, I'm going to post this video when I leave the country just to be extra safe.
Did you get anywhere with him?
No. Oh. Had like a military outside of his house. Have you seen the video?
No, I haven't seen the video.
It's like this video of me trying to enter and it's like this military people. They're like,
the fuck are you doing?
He's not here. Isn't this not? And I'm like, you just said he was here. It's like, this is not a restaurant. It's a house. And I was like, yeah, but can you let me in?
You actually do a pretty good Indian accent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I loved India. India is a beautiful country.
Really?
I must recommend that everybody goes.
I've never been.
Okay, I'll stop. I'll just go on with the Indian accent.
The rest of
the Chinese accent.
God, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna get so cancelled.
I love it so much. Wait, so why is a French accent okay but an Indian accent's not?
That's so true. What if I want to do an Indian rich kid?
Yeah. Are there?
What the fuck, man? You did not buy the most expensive table in Mumbai. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? What the fuck?
I've actually seen these. Wait, I actually think I saw the Indian variation of you on TikTok once.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this content before.
Yeah. I should do an Indian rescue character.
Yeah.
Give me an accent, I'll do it.
Russian.
Russian? Okay. This is a Russian accent. Hello, my name is Dimitri. I'll just do a Russian accent for the rest of the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So you started this for fun, right? You started this to pick on your friends back home.
Yes.
And then it turned into a business. So the New York Times wrote that you have gotten up to $30,000 for a sponsored post before. It's pretty cool. So how did making real money from mocking the wrist change your perspective on wealth?
I just realized that it was easy to make money when you have... it was, for me, first time when I was about to get paid for a collaboration, I was like, is it possible that I'm going to make money from something that was a joke? So I was like, okay, are they serious?
Okay, Spanish accent.
Pues, yes, I thought, I was like, joder, it's crazy to me that these people want to pay for a video or something that's so stupid. Pero like, okay, sí, like, ya está, tío, como, like, joder, pues sí.
Yeah, great. That was great.
Yeah.
And now straight American accent.
Yeah, so, no, but for real, like, New York Times article and show was like fucking crazy, dude. Like, got mad girls from that. Like, got a lot of girls on the street being like, shit, like, I saw your face in New York Times. I was like, that was fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, like, not gonna lie. Yeah.
So what's the
mad DMs?
Yeah, you got mad DMs.
Mad DMs, bro.
Sick.
Yeah.
Being exposed to, billionaires and socialites, it's given you some insight into the ultra wealthy. What are some positive insights that you've gained from these people that you can now apply to your life and the way you approach your business? Because I know you've got a business as well that you're building a tech startup. Mm-hmm. So have you learned any really interesting and positive lessons that you're now applying in a British accent.
Some of those people that are self-made, I've learned like a lot from, and just genuinely, no, like some of them who are self-made, just seeing that, them telling you how the stories about how they started and how they had so much failure at first and then they eventually got somewhere is always inspiring. And that basically most people that do a 9 to 5 don't have the balls to like do a startup, for instance.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'll switch. No, I guess the biggest thing for me, like with actual billionaires, and just, people who have built, it's not like I'm like hanging around and I'm like, is this guy billionaire status, or not? Like,
no, it's just like you hang around people you like, and sometimes
and
they're
then
like
I'm like,
super
okay,
successful.
this person's built like a really cool company, and just hearing about how like the perspective of like, you can really do whatever you want. Sometimes you just have to be the one who does, just, you have to like, just go for it and stuff like that. That's just like, for me, that's just always inspiring.
So just like a permission to actually go for things.
Yeah.
Because you see people around you that have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you're not exposed to people who are successful in their own right, maybe you don't even know that your worldview can change positively.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do say you're the product of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So
it's true. You really are.
Yeah. Who are you spending the most amount of time with right now?
I would say my brother, my co-founder, and Lex, my, like a girl that works with me.
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
Forgot about her.
Sorry, darling. So let's quickly chat about Storytime, the company you've started. I use it. We
Use
met.
it? Yeah, true. I always forget that. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great. I think you're onto a winner. I think it's a really, really great idea.
Thank you.
So what gave you the confidence to get that cooking, and what's the story around this, and how did it happen, and how's it going?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Storytime started with like, when I got in the whole space of being an influencer, I realized so many things about, I mean, it's fucking sick being an influencer. Let's just talk about that real quick. You get a lot of free shit.
Irish accent.
Or you top of the morning to you. No, it's really sick. I'll be honest with you. I got a lot of free PR stuff. Got things in the mail all the time. So my sister just got married to an Irish guy, so I feel like I'm supposed to be better at it, but I know I'm not. So
you're doing a pretty good job. I'm impressed.
Cheers. But I feel like for you like that. You think the Irish accent's fine, but for the Irish people, they get a little offended. But I was gonna say, being an influencer is super cool. You get a lot of free stuff, and I realized like, I was so fascinated. But for a long time, also the reason I got started on TikTok was just purely, I'm like, TikTok must be a platform for kids that just do TikTok dances. And I'm like, what? How the fuck does someone get 100,000 followers? I was just like experimenting. I was randomly posting stuff, and I was like kind of just curious. And then I realized, like, as I got more into it, I obviously realized like there's a huge market of influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is like such a big topic, and it's just gonna get bigger. And I started working in that space. So actually, right after college, I had probably like 20, like I would say 200,000 followers on Instagram.
What did you study?
I studied in Boston.
What did you study?
Oh, I studied entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
Entrepreneurship and innovation.
Yeah.
And I was just convinced. I was like, influencer marketing will be huge and it's going to just get bigger. I want to be in this space. And I started working at an influencer marketing software company. And while I was there, I was like, man, like every single day I'm like interacting, like I interact with so many brands. Like, how do we simplify the process of like a creator wanting to get in touch with a brand? And I'm like, how can I just pay for my everyday food with a story? And the future, I was like, it's a type of currency. Like everyone has like an influence, like a social influence. And how do we do that? You know, how can you pay with a story? So like the future is that we'll be able to pay for everyday things with a story. And that is why Storytime will be the next $1 billion company.
Let's
Mark
fucking
my
go.
words.
I'm ready.
So I'm building the next currency.
Let me know when you're doing the next raise, and I'll put my.
Anyway, I'm going to talk a bit more.
$1,000.
I would love to use some of these clips actually for my own.
Yeah,
since we're here.
We'll talk about that for sure. That's fun.
But the way it works. I'm going to I'll tell you the way it works. Because for me, like the way that I want to even grabbing some of these scenes and using them like right now would be really valuable.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pretend like you don't even know how it works. So the way it works, you know how it works, but you go into you basically get accepted as an influencer, and then you can interact with like all these, we have hundreds of brands on here. So for instance, like you want to go into.
You might not have internet down here.
That's okay. So you want to go to, for instance, to like, we're in Chelsea right now, Loconuts, like a really cool, like, I love the spot, healthy, like real spot. You can get up to a certain dollar amount off in exchange for posting a story tagging the business.
You get $50? Fuck.
Yeah, I have a higher reach than you.
It's bullshit.
But then the way it works is that we don't actually care about how many followers you have. We care about how many people in New York City you have.
How do you know
That's
those metrics?
Biggest. You didn't realize you're giving me all your data when you're connected. You didn't realize that?
So you can see all of my demographic
see.
data.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have access to all your data.
You know every single follower that I have.
I know everything about your life.
You have.
I know your social income. I know your address. I know your social security number.
Yeah.
No.
My DMs. You're going through my DMs.
When you apply, you connect your Instagram account, which allows us to see precisely what is your engagement in New York City. Because for us, that's the most important thing. You're just getting the offer that you're receiving is based off what the business is putting.
Yeah.
And it's in one of those categories of like tiers of what your reach in New York City.
Yeah, cool.
And it's the future of influencer marketing. We're going to be expanding to fitness, nail salons, hair salons. For me, it's like I'm creating like the next Facebook marketplace for influencers.
I feel like you could probably just go on all the businesses that are currently on ClassPass and just like hit them all up, because it's the same type
thing,
of people, but just for influencers.
It's a ClassPass for influencers.
Yeah. Which I love ClassPass.
Hell yeah.
And I love Storytime.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
How long have you been using it for?
Well, all of my friends are on it. So
let's take a look at how much stuff you've gotten for free.
Can you see?
Of course I can see. I have access to all your data.
What have I got any good DMs lately in the last like 2 hours?
Okay, we don't imagine.
I pretty much just like constantly rinse it at Bayer Bar. No, not Bayer Bar.
Bayer Bar.
No. The other
Oakberry?
one. Oakberry.
Oakberry's sick.
Yeah, it's great.
If you haven't had an Oakberry,
just had a story at Oakberry every day for like a week straight.
Yeah, man likes his Oakberry. Seeing the Oakberry right here. Bro, you just hit it with Oakberry all the time. You love your acai. You're going to all the acai spots.
Yeah, because it's just like a nice little snack.
And then Gnocchi on 9th.
Yeah, like 4 a.m.
Matcha. Wow. Very unaesthetic picture. We're gonna have to change that.
I forgot to drink. I drank it.
Yeah, man, it loves his Oakberry. Yeah, a lot of Oakberry.
I feel so exposed.
Did you think that we're not collecting?
I knew you were. It's so fun. So fun. All right, let's get back to it. So wrapping up, I want to just like chat to you about some general life questions and philosophical stuff. What's an example of a small, kind gesture that somebody's done for you that's impacted you immensely?
I would say like having a good conversation with someone. Like, for instance, I had an amazing conversation once with Anne Hathaway, like at this event, and she was like, I just met her like really randomly, and she just came up to me and she like threw her arms around me, and we started talking about spirituality and like all this stuff. And I was just like, incredible energy. I was like, wow. Like, she obviously, it was just amazing. Like,
how did you know her? Just through.
Sorry?
How did you know her?
I didn't know her. Oh. I met her on the spot, and I started chatting with her, and we got like into deep conversation, and she had her arms. She was like, the whole time, she's like, like telling me this like story. And like, it was like, it was amazing. It's cool.
Yeah. How do you show up differently for people based on that?
I'm just myself, honestly. Like, yeah, I'm just myself. Like, I think I really like, for every one thing that, not to call myself a celebrity, but like as someone who does get approached, I realize that like when you can just be authentic, and like, for instance, if you actually meet a celebrity that you love, like, don't go up to them and be like, okay, like, I love your stuff, because everyone will say that. Like, for instance, with Anne Hathaway, I went up to her and I was like, how would you just, in one sentence, how would you describe your biggest accomplishments and what you've learned in life? I asked that.
She was like, that was a great question.
Like, what? And then she ran up to me and she like throws her arms. So like, for instance, yeah, it's about sometimes just asking different questions and being confident, like just like realizing they're also just another human being. So yeah, it really is like that sometimes.
I got a little starstruck recently. I saw J. Cole. He was getting into a car just as I was like going by. I thought to myself, shit, what would I even say to him if I was gonna?
Hey mate.
Hey mate, how are you? Yeah, Ripper tunes.
Literally, bro.
But then I shouldn't compliment him, because then he'll be like, thanks.
Okay, last week, I was outside of Sunflower Organics and I'm having this smoothie, and this guy comes up to me, he's a photographer, and he's like, oh, I love your content, I love this, blah, blah. And he's like, I shoot these photographers. I shoot these like famous people on the streets. I'm like, that's cool. He's like, I'm shooting J Balvin right now. And I'm like, J Balvin? Okay. I'm like, where are you at? I want to meet him. And then like, he's like, I see him walking with his crew. And then like, I go up to J Balvin and I'm like, and this like photographer like, he just came up to me. He's like, I'm like, have you guys, like, I go up to him, like I run up to him like, hey guys, have you seen Johnny anywhere? Like, you know? And he's like, I think he's like over there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, oh, by the way, like, have you seen my content? Like, I would love to. And so like, I went directly to J Balvin and I asked for someone else.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes you just have to like think differently. Yeah. And everyone's different, but you just got to be like.
That's a good one. Just like getting into the circle completely randomly.
Yeah.
I like it. What's a lesson you'd like everyone to take away from this conversation?
Like, honestly, just be your authentic self.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's fun doing a character and there's like, it's fun entertaining people, but at the end of the day, just be yourself and stay true to your own state. And honestly, don't believe everything you see on social media. Like the way people consume things nowadays, like when I have like kids come up to me, like that are like 14 years old and they're like, oh, did you like pop the Dom Peas in Saint-Tropez? I'm like, yeah, I pop some Dom Peas in Saint-Tropez, but my life doesn't revolve around that. Like I don't aspire for that shit. Like honestly, like I've met so many rich kids who are just so unhappy and like, yeah, like the idea that like certain wealth and the way that you spend money will make you happy. Absolutely not. And don't believe things you see on social media. Like there's so much. I'm not from the richest family in Europe. I'm not related to Bernard Arnault. Yet like the whole internet believed it. And I'm like, it's honestly so ridiculous. Cause I'm like, just
a guy.
Don't believe everything you see on social media.
Yeah.
I'm part of the richest Russian family in the world.
And Irish.
So you're wrong, because actually my papa is a Russian oligarch. Blядь. Stupid internet. And I've been facing this whole time. My dad is oligarch.
My dad is not an oligarch. My dad is retired as a structural engineer from Egypt, living in Australia.
Interesting.
Yes,
you're
sir.
Egyptian?
Yes, sir.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah, give me an Egyptian accent in my last question.
Egyptian accent?
Is there anything?
I don't know about the Egyptian accent, but...
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Is there anything you're excited about at the moment that you want to let the listeners in on?
I'm just excited, honestly, about Storytime. I really want to scale it to as many cities as possible. I want to bring it to every city, whatever our viewers are right now. New York, Miami, LA. I want to take it to Dubai. I want to take it. I want to change the way that I want to change the way every single day that the way we interact with the products. I want people to be able to pay for everything with stories and social currency. And I'm just excited to scale it and
sick.
Bring it everywhere.
And where can people find you?
Storytime, everything.
Yes. And where else can people find you if they're interested?
People can find me.
Just Google Bernard Arnault's son. And they can find you.
Bernard Arnault's fake son. And I'll pop up.
Yeah, sick. And last question for you is, what is the meaning of life?
Just real friendships and perspective. No matter like what you're going through, if you just wake up and there's moments where you can always just smile and just be in tune with yourself. I'll just be like on the West Side Highway listening to music and just like singing to myself and like smiling. That's the fucking meaning of life. Just be yourself all the time. Just constantly think positively.
Yeah.
That's the meaning of life. Be happy.
All the good little moments.
Yeah. Enjoy the good moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little moments.
Aris, thank you.
Thank you, my guy.
Appreciate you. Fun. It was fun. And hey, if you've made it this far, please head to YouTube, search That One Time with Adam Metwally, click subscribe, like the video, and leave us a comment.
Please leave a donation.
Yeah, really leave it.
Little Brooklyn boy here.
little broke creative boy.
Little broke Brooklyn boy needs a little donation.
All right, let's do it.
I love roasting.